Get started. So welcome everybody. It's good to be back here on our fourth WEV Works webinar. My name is Nikki Parr. I'm the Associate Director for Strategic Initiatives at Women's Economic Ventures at WEV. And I guess for the last few weeks, I've been one of your COVID co-pilots. We've been running a series of webinars that have been pretty technical and dry, informative and necessary over the last few weeks, talking about the SBA and the PPP. But this week we're going to dive into more creative waters, and I'm really excited about that. I think we're all ready to start thinking fresh about our businesses. And to that extent, I'm really thrilled to introduce Chrystal Clifton, who is a former Thrive business advisor and a business growth strategist. And she's passionate about building solid brand foundations for your businesses that can withstand challenges and be sustainable, powerful, and impactful. And this morning, she's going to be talking to you about how to create an online business quickly and position your brand in a new way to meet the environment that we're all experiencing. So I am going to hand over the reins to her. And away we go, Chrystal. Hopefully this will work.
There we go. Now I'm unmuted. Thank you so much. I'm really happy to be here. And I know these are uncertain times for many of you. For those of you who don't know, in addition to being a Thrive advisor at one point, I also am a winery owner. I've been in luxury food and wine for the past 20 years. So I also, in teaching you things that I've had to do, I teach, I've had to go through these processes, closing the winery overnight, letting 16 people go was definitely a shock because we thought we were bulletproof. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to say that I am here with you. I link arms with you. I want to be your strategic partner to find the best way that can not only help be creative, but actually create, as Nikki said, let's fortify the situation so that you can grow and create really greatness out of this, because we will come out of this. And the point is, how do we come out of this stronger? So what I would like to do, Nikki, I'm going to start sharing. So one thing that I really thought was important is for you all to know what is the easiest way for you to convert your business, if you're service or brick and mortar. How do you convert it to an online business? And I broke it down to 3 simple solutions that we're going to walk through. Then we're going to do a breakout session, because the important part of this is not only how do we examine this, but how do we actually walk away today with a plan? Does that sound good? Now, the one thing I really read this morning, actually, I threw this in there because it really was a beautiful quote. And one thing that we need to remember is that hope and belief is the fortitude for running a business. Business takes courage, it takes bravery. And hope is being able to see that there is light despite darkness. I know there might seem like there's darkness in this time. Just remembering that there is light through this is really important. And if you need resources, I know WEV is one of the most beautiful places you are already blessed to have WEV on your side. There's also other meditations, Oprah and Deepak are doing the 24 Hope in Uncertain Times. For me as a business owner, one thing I know is I can teach you all these skills today, but more importantly, spending 10 minutes a day of igniting the passion, the belief, the core foundation of getting back in yourself as to why you're in business is really important. And just spending a few minutes every morning of whether you're journaling gratitude or anything you can do to really, your business is personal. So making sure that you are in alignment with that every day is something I'm going to encourage you, because everything I'm going to teach requires you to also be in alignment with yourself and your business. So why do we want to start an online product? First, create revenue. Well, all of us need right now revenue more than ever. But when I say create revenue, I'm actually talking about creating multiple streams of revenue. Everything that we learn today is things that you'll be able to implement as multiple revenue streams for tomorrow, next month, and the upcoming years. So this is a very foundational training that I want you to remember always, because everything I teach is not trendy, but timeless. It also allows you, secondly, to become resilient. Resilience is so important. Again, being in business requires resilience, courage, and bravery. And lastly, grow. As business owners, you always have an opportunity to be one of two things, either growing or dying. So business owners right now that are not doing what you're doing, which I want to applaud you and honor you because you are here online learning, how can I grow? This is necessary as business owners not to stay stagnant. Stagnation will always keep you one way, but opening to how can I grow? Right now is the time to create a personal connection to your business and your business offerings. People are committed to connection and they're committed to small businesses right now more than ever. The feeling that we are no longer able to go to a store, to hug somebody, to give a handshake, to shop and touch things. I mean, I was just with my boyfriend and he went to go touch that, and don't touch that unless you know we're buying that. And it's human nature to want to touch, engage, and feel. And so the best way we can do that is by creating services online that are going to connect with people and knowing that people want this. People want to know, how can they connect with you? They're so desperate to know, how can they connect with the small businesses, the restaurants, the nail salons, because right now is a level of appreciation we didn't know we needed to have for those little small businesses that we were used to going to every day. And it is so beautiful to see that a lot of people are asking, well, how can I help? If you're on Nextdoor app, I'm getting notifications all the time. Who is delivering? What are great services you know right now? People want to know, how can they help you? And I love this quote, is somewhere along the way, we must learn that nothing greater than doing something for others. That is truly what people are doing. There's people committed to helping small businesses. Your mailing list, the people you sell to, the people who are used to coming to you are committed to doing something for you. So I want to make sure that any fears, worries, or concerns you have, we can address in the FAQs. But I will tell you that knowing that people want to hear from you, want these offers, that is how you will be able to sell them, is by knowing you're serving a need. When we walk through of this, please remember to be curious, creative, and consistent. I always call it the 3 C's whenever I'm coaching on something. Curiosity will fuel your business innovation. That's where you're going to get new ideas. So instead of saying, I've done this, I already know this, those are the words that will keep you in stagnation. Think about when you were a little kid, when you were completely curious. Why? Well, how? How does this work? How does this work? How do you do this? Curiosity will keep you engaged. It will keep the new ideas coming. This is so important because you might have thought, I've already done this, or everybody else is doing this. I want you to stay curious and committed to that curiosity and the creativity, because this is how we're going to open new business opportunities. The consistency. Many times what I see is somebody will have a big idea and then they look at it and they feel like, this is a huge ladder, I don't know how to do this, and they stop. Consistency and commitment means that you are just taking small steps every day. Little steps are the snowball effect. So if anything I say today or teach on feels a little overwhelming, just remember, it's one step at a time. You do not get to the top of a staircase or a stairwell by leaping to the top. You do it by one step, one step, one step. So please remember, take tiny little transformation steps, and please remember to celebrate the win. Do not overwhelm yourself in these times with thinking you have to do it all in one day. If you have the bandwidth and the opportunity, great, but it might take a day, 2 days, it might take a week. Ask for the support you need. I know WEV has that, but just remember to stay consistent, stay committed to it, because this will work. Everything I'm teaching you works. So to transition from brick and mortar or service, I'm going to ask you to come back to what I call the bullseye of every business. You absolutely have a core of your business that brings your business alive so people want to do business with you. And where I always talk about is it's the heart. It is the bullseye of your business. And typically what happens is I'll come into businesses and I'll do an analysis. I work with different agencies and they tell me what they do or how they do it. And those are easy things. A lot of businesses do that. They say, this is what we do. And they offer this huge idea of, well, this is how we do it. But then when I say, but why do you do it? And who are you? What makes you you? That's where they struggle. And I will tell you, that's the difference of you being able to position yourself in an online marketplace, of you being able to stand out. What makes you you and what you do differently than everybody else, that is what the heart and the core and the thriving place of your business will shine from. So I'm going to walk you through a few questions. I don't know, Nikki, did they get the workbook in advance? Or was that going to be a follow-up? Okay, there is going to be a workbook. I don't know if it came out, but a PDF that you can also follow along. So what you can do is take the workbook, answer through these questions. Who? Now, the who you are as a brand is so important. What is your brand superpower? Again, business is personal. So it starts with something you do really well. You do naturally. You have a God-given, a universe-given, whatever, a given talent that makes you you. It might be that you're more passionate about it than anything else. This is the time to tune into that. This is the time to make sure that you absolutely know, this is what I do really well. This is my genius zone. This is what I'm passionate about. When you step into that, it becomes so much easier to own your brand from a very comfortable and confident level. If you've never done it, or even if you have, I encourage you to revisit a few key things that I always love doing with people, which is take some sort of assessment. If you've never taken an assessment quiz, they're free. They're a great way for you to see what exactly is going on. And the brand quiz, I have one on my website. There's K Putnam, there's the Fascination Advantage, there's disc profiling, there's a plethora of them. But sometimes we have a hard time seeing our own genius zones. Sometimes we have a hard time saying, well, what is it that I do really well? I encourage you right now to tune into that, to write a few notes. What do I do really well? The other thing you can do is take a moment if you feel that you're stuck, and being stuck just means you don't know how to move forward. Ask somebody, ask your friends, your colleagues, your family, what do you think I do really well? Put a mirror up to yourself, and that way you can tune into the core self of who you are and build from there. Because as we build and offer, who you are as a brand needs to come through very, very clearly. What? Now, once you know who you are, that bullseye, what outcome do you offer someone? What do you do? What do you really do? Let me give you an example. For the winery, one thing I always talk about is what we did. We did not just pour wine and sell wine. That was one what that maybe somebody from the outside would come and say, oh, you're a winery. Oh, you're a cafe. Oh, you're a hair salon. Oh, you're an eye optometrist. The truth is, we all get into business to offer some sort of transformation, to solve a problem. Just being a brand or a business, that's not enough for us. It's really about how do we use our gifts and talents to help serve others. For me at the winery, it was how do I create connections and memories? I love how food and wine creates connections and memories. So when I looked at what do I really do, what is the outcome I offer people, it's that I offer amazing memories. I offer true connection around the dinner table or the table in general. For somebody who does any food products, I encourage you, look through, what do you really do? If you're a service provider, one of the things that I work with one of my hair clients, I'll give you an example of her later today. She has an incredible salon down in Hollywood. And what she says is, I allow women, through serving them with my gifts, to become more confident so that they can enjoy their life, so that they can. So really think about, what do you really do? This is so key, and it might be hard right now, but what I'm telling you, when you think about this, we're going to build your offer from it. When I know that I serve a level of connection, or when I know that Carmen serves a level of confidence, that's what she wants women to feel more confident with their hair, or an optometrist, he helps them see life better, to enjoy life. These are little ways that now we can look at, how else can we do it if people can't walk into our stores anymore or our businesses anymore? What experience do you have that you can offer them? From flowers to nail salons to chocolate to food, people come to you for some sort of experience. You help them solve a problem. And when I say problem, it means that they're not going to do it on their own. The idea of chocolate or wine or beauty, it's that you're solving their problem of feeling like, wow, I want to feel beautiful. I want to feel confident. I want to feel like I enjoy my time at the table. What you do is so key. Question number 3 is, why does it matter? The why is the part that, as one of my team members says, the why can make you cry. The why is, why does this even matter? Why does it matter that I do this? This is really important because, as I explain businesses like a hot rod, being from Italy, you can have the most beautiful Maserati, you can have the most beautiful Ferrari, but if it doesn't have gas, it doesn't matter. It can't perform. The why is like the fuel that your business needs. Why does this matter? The why is that spark inside of you to stay committed, to stay totally consistent. It does matter because you really want to make sure that you have a home over your head, or you want to make sure that you can serve more women, or you love having a team. Why does this matter to you, and why does this matter to your clients? It's a beautiful time for us to go back to these truths of why we started our business. The last question, how? How can you provide this outcome and deliver massive value? How can you use your gifts, your talents, your skills, your inventory to create that transformation or to solve that problem? See, when I worked with Carmen and we had been coaching, because obviously as a hair salon, she took a very big hit. She had to close instantly. And when we talked about it, I said, remember, you're doing this to help women feel more confident. Women are not feeling so confident at home right now. I mean, they got grays coming out and unibrows happening and long nails, and it is a mess. And so one thing we talked about is, what do you have to provide transformation? What skill sets do you have? What do you have, an inventory? So she started creating color kits. And we'll walk through some of these ideas can be for you. But she has the ability to create color kits, create some of the samples of the beautiful products that she uses, and ships them out to her clients now. There might be something else. You might have inventory that you've never sold because you've never thought about it differently. That's that curiosity place. Bakers are selling yeast. Amen, because suddenly it's 1950 again, and the baking aisle looks like somebody robbed it. I don't know why, and it is unbelievable. But if you're in that industry, well, how smart would it be to start selling these beautiful at-home baking kits? You have the inventory. You can get yeast a lot easier than these stores that are literally being pummeled by these stay-at-home moms. There is skills and inventory that you have that you may not realize you have easy access to. That is something we're going to talk about, because when you know what problem you solve, you know why you're different, and you know absolutely what you can do about it, this is how we can tune into your offer. So what we're going to do to create these online products is you combine your inventory, you combine your ideas, you combine your who, what, and you create an offer. When I say an offer, it just means you create something that is exclusive from you. It can be a product, it can be a product plus a training, it can be anything. You are simply offering to serve with something that you have available to you. And this is where it's so important. When you look at it as adding value into someone's daily life versus selling to them, you're here serving. It is such a beautiful time to step into service. Our businesses need our hearts more than ever right now, and it needs strategy. So everything I'm teaching you is how are we going to align your heart and your head? So the strategy between both keeps you in that balance. If you imagine it as a seesaw, if you're all heart, your business is going to simply feel like a complete hamster wheel. If you're all strategy, it feels like a runaway train. Right now, what we're doing is we're going to combine the two, heart and strategy. Head and heart together is going to create a timeless pillar into your business. So choosing all of these things together is so important so that you can help solve a problem. So I created a simple formula. I'm kind of a nerd about acronyms and formulas. If you just consider like the who times the why plus what plus how is where we're going to find your product. Just keep remembering, who am I? Why does this matter? What do I have? And how can I offer it? Are you guys ready to see the 3 ways that I want you to think about going into your businesses? So there's 3 types of online offers. These are all 3 things that I've guided people on, that I've done, and that are easy when you follow that formula. One is memberships and shipments, not just selling online, but actually creating a curated membership, a created box membership. I'll talk more about this. 2 is automation, meaning what do you have that you can create as an automated service online? 3 is live experiences. Let's go into shipments and DIY kits and subscriptions. This is for anybody, a cafe, a restaurant, a winery, a bakery, a pizzeria, a retail store, a hairdresser, a nail salon, a spa, or anybody who creates food products. You can also create other products. Maybe you have created some sort of product that now you can make out of home. Here's a few of the examples that I've worked with people on. Pizza making kits, a local pizzeria that now sells DIY pizza kits. So kids can make their own pizzas. They can design their own. He literally sells, you want to design your own pizza box, and he sells it with crayons, a pizza box, dough, cheese, and a little bit of sauce, and any toppings you choose. Kids love it. They need to feel like they're still going to the local pizzeria. They love that easy comfort food. It allows parents to feel like this is so easy. I can bring it home. The kids enjoy dinner. I'm not so overwhelmed anymore. Cookie decorating kits, same thing. Bakeries can suddenly start selling things like yeast baking kits. I feel like I'm, meeting in the dark alleys to go meet one of my local friends that's a baker, and I'm like, do you have starter? Yes. Do you have yeast? Yes. Can I buy a set from you? And then I started coaching her. Can you please do this for more people? Because I'm literally driving to Lompoc to meet her. She leaves it on the side of the freeway. It would be so nice if she just had it where I can order it online and she would ship it to me. So we're working on that now. Hair coloring kits. I explained that that's what Carmen's doing. When I say membership, this is something that you could be curating for your clients. The hair coloring kit is something Carmen never realized her clients are totally open to doing. She's in Hollywood. She's a Hollywood star hairdresser. So she works with the Tom Cruises and all of these people. So getting into her and even getting to her, it's a couple-week process. Of course, I want to keep going to her, but there's sometimes I can't fit it in. So if I know that every 6 weeks I have an option, or every quarter, to get color from her, absolutely. Same thing with a DIY science kit or a DIY home projects, sugar scrubs. There's a lot of salons now And one of the other clients, their Beverly Hills Spa, they're going from being one of the premier spas to giving DIY home spa kits. This is what you can do from your cabinet. So everything is needing to shift, to be thought about differently. Maybe it's how to journal. Maybe it's create your own journal. There is on and on and on ways that this is not something you just have to sell once, but actually where you can set up a repeat customer, right? So bespoke subscription boxes started years ago. They started where people loved they knew every month or every quarter they were getting something special. This is the time to do this because people right now, why this matters, my inbox is full. I guarantee you your inbox is full. You know what's empty? My mailbox. People want to know that in these crazy times that they get a surprise. They get something in their mailbox. They get something delivered to them that's not just from Amazon, but something fun that's not just an essential. They don't want toilet paper shipped to them. They want to feel like they're still having a human connection. This is so important. Give the value with subscription, meaning, hey, if you buy more than one, if you buy 3 months of subscription, you get it at this price. This is really key. If you think about, I'm sure we've all bought magazine subscriptions from kids in school. Magazines had this figured out years ago. You buy one magazine for $4.95, you buy a year for $12.95. I thought, what's going on? I'm not saying you have to have this large discount, but add value if somebody decides that they want to be a member, that you can create a subscription box for them. Retail stores should be jumping on this because you can start suddenly creating little subscription boxes. You could start an online subscription box where, hey, every month or every quarter, I craft a box that's just for you. Now, what's so great about it is that you really need very little. You create your core product, meaning what is it that you want to have in your subscription. If you want to add the product to your website, great. I personally recommend that you have a landing page, meaning it's just a special page that features this. So it's really easy for you to set up. Most websites can do it. MailChimp does it for free. And you just have an email behind it, meaning thanking them for becoming a member and having an email set up that's triggered for right before they have the next offer. How can you market this? Email your list. Ask them, hey, who would be interested in a subscription box? I'm thinking about this. Creating an Instagram stories, showing them how you're making the boxes, a Facebook page. Create a hashtag behind. If you don't know what a hashtag is, it's simply where and how people can track what it is they're doing online for social media. But you can invite others, hey, buy one, get one 50% off, or have a link, buy one for your friends. My mom must be totally targeted for ads right now because she keeps buying things for me as a mom. Oh, I got this for you, honey. So moms and other people that are feeling lost, not knowing how to help family members, love to know, how can I help? So even if you sent out to your list and think my list can't really do this, I guarantee you they will send it to somebody or say, if you know this is what you like, maybe your birthday's coming up or Mother's Day is coming up. How great would it be for you to simply offer this out? Want something easy for Mother's Day? A stay-at-home pamper subscription. Send this to your husband, your mother, your kids, whatever it is. These are easy ways for you to absolutely get this marketed very quickly with very little effort. Automation. Now, this is something that we've been doing a lot of right now at the winery. Wine club shipments is what we've always been doing. We're just creating new wine club shipments so people can cook at home or including ingredients and olive oils and salts. But automation is really important. For instance, chefs, servers, wineries, retail shops, hairdressers, anyone can do an automation service. Absolutely anyone. Let's walk through some examples. Automation service is simply a way that people can find out what it is that you do and how you do it, but you simply create a very basic guide for them, meaning how to groom your animals at home, cats or dogs. You can create a video series. This is so easy. You just take a bunch of videos, and you can put them up to be viewed and sell them for a very inexpensive price. The nice thing is everybody right now is looking for new and creative ideas, and you don't have to think too far out of the box from your genius zone. Carmen, for instance, she knows that when she's doing her color kits, she's going to have an automatic video training that comes with it. So the value of what that offer is, that product is the color kit, plus an automation where people can click and watch her videos how to do it. Then she's also creating different automated products like how to look professional on Zoom with your 6 easy hairdos, or how to create an easy herb garden. There are things that people need. Honestly, I saw somebody who's selling a $27 product about 3 quick, easy things you need to know how to look beautiful and skinnier on Zoom. And all she did is she took photos from down below here and up above here and taught people how to take a photo straight on. I mean, it was mind-blowing, but people are buying this. Also, it's just little things like etiquettes. For some people, Zoom's very new. We were on a live call and one woman didn't realize when she went to the restroom, she brought us. So there are things that you might think are so simple. People need the help right now. You can easily turn any knowledge you have into an automated academy or online training. I guarantee you, people need help. Maybe it's just, how can you make smoothies that aren't so boring with what you have in the freezer? On and on and on. Any of those other kits that you've created, you can actually add value by offering this as another way. Why this matters, people are bored. They're at home. They need new things to learn, and they're actually taking the time on how to learn things and apply it to their daily life. This is the time to just simply say, what can I teach really well that helps serve people? And just be basic. Start really simple. Don't make it complicated unless you are a complicated chef. That's one chef I'm helping. He absolutely, his bacon's famous. So he's doing a whole step-by-step series on how to make the perfect bacon at home. That's great if that's what your genius zone is. Just take the chance to record it. All you need is a landing page or some page on your website. Oops, I don't know what I just did. So sorry. Okay, all you need is a landing page, recorded videos, and a place to host those videos. To host those videos, it's really easy. There's course creation. There is a bunch of very simple ideas that you can absolutely use. To market it, again, easy. People want to hear what it is you have to do and follow it. So your email list, Instagram, short, you could also create, which is some of my other clients, they're creating a weekly show on their page, their Facebook page about their business, giving very simple tips, not huge tips. And when they're doing that, they're offering people to pay a small fee to come into a private Facebook group to watch more in-depth videos. This is a simple process that you can absolutely create without a lot of hassle. Next, live experiences. Live experiences are something that I really see as one of the most important things happening right now. Because for live experiences, this is for any business that has maybe a behind the scenes. Maybe somebody's never seen a real behind the scenes of what it's like to create chocolate, or what it's like to create wine, or what it's like to create clothes, or whatever it is. People want to tune in for some of these live experiences now. They're at home wanting to connect and learn and explore and feel like they're traveling. So what are some options? Live experiences as looking at the vineyard, looking at how to bake from scratch, how to create flour, how to do flower arrangements. Doing it live so that you can answer questions instead of automated is an option as well. And you can do that just like we did here, Zoom. You offer people to buy a live class and then you give them the link to Zoom. It's not a complicated process, and you give people an opportunity to learn what gifts and talents do you have. It can be on and on because people might have questions that they don't know where to ask, and Google is not giving them the right answers. So if you say, I'm going to teach you about painting, dog grooming, whatever it is, you can get them to fill out a form so you can do live show for them. Why this matters, again, people are bored and they're overwhelmed with what they really need to learn. If they hear from you, they want to learn from you, not some random person on Facebook. The know, like, trust factor goes so far in this world. People, if they've already shopped from you, or if they know you, or your friends and family know you and they're going to promote you, people will pay to learn from others that they know, like, and trust. This is really important because if they already know, like, and trust you, you already have an established business, they want to help support you and they're willing to do so. The other live experiences I'm going to suggest is some of you might be able to join forces. One thing that we're looking at doing is putting together a travel package in wine country where they get 3 different live wine tastings with different winemakers and they get a vineyard tour. That's just them using their phone. They get 3 different series of Zoom events that then afterwards, because they paid for the live stream, they just get the recording. You might have somebody, maybe there's another business owner that you can team up, become a partner in this. The thing about that, it makes it a little easier, one, to market and maybe less scary. So maybe there's some of you that might say, hey, we have a cafe, we want to team up with a olive oil producer or somebody who teaches, somebody who does fashion, teaches beauty. What can you do right now that maybe you can also think about promoting in a different way? Again, very easy. You can email this to your list, or you can create a landing page of the opportunity so people can register. And when they register, you take them into maybe a private Facebook group or give them the Zoom links. You can also create, as we explained, a private Facebook group. Now, let me explain really quickly why I say a Facebook group to do these paid experiences over a page. A page is basically a place where Facebook puts it out there. Whatever happens on that page is available to anybody. But you can start creating a Facebook group that is gated, meaning people have to ask to join. This is a way for you to create live experiences, classes, weekly show, whatever it is online, and you can create a curated group. So let's say that you're Carmen Hair Design. Well, then you can say Carmen Hair Design Lounge. She takes the same name and she just creates the lounge as a group. Now the group, she can offer anybody who wants to pay a simple $30 a month to watch her weekly show on hair tips. Once they get paid, they get the link to the group. The thing is about the group is you also can ask specific questions before they come in the group. So you also can do one other thing. You can run a Facebook ad. You can run a Facebook ad out into Facebook to invite people to become a part of the group. People also will naturally find you on Facebook if you create the group. So this is just an easy way for you to also grow your audience and your client list, because in their entry questions, you can ask them their name and their phone number. So here's the bonus I want to give you. Combining some of these, that's how you can get massive value and start recognizing the income stream. So if you took a DIY kit or a subscription service and offered, like we created for Carmen, a recorded training. Now her upsell, when she sold that, is we talked about how we're going to upsell people to getting a live consultation call with her. So she sells the kit plus a recorded training, and then people have the option to buy a live consultation call where she watches you and helps you and guides you through how to do the color. She also has another product, which is going to be all about the hair, how to do your hair for Zoom. That's going to be a very inexpensive product, and it's just her doing it, showing people, recording with her phone, and selling that as a recorded course. These are very simple, easy ways for you to take whatever you have and flipping it into products, into online trainings. If you are able to stack all these together, when I say stack, meaning they can be one that's $20 and one that's $30 and one that's $70, and they lead into each other, or you just offer one and then the other. I will tell you, it is so easy once you get the hang of it, how you can see what you have more than just one offer. You easily have 3 offers, one in each of these areas. So here's a couple FAQs that we heard. What if I have no online presence? Okay, first, you have friends and family. I'm telling you 1,000% of support will come from your friends and family. If you simply posted anything that you're offering on your Facebook page and ask people to share it. So creating a graphic, creating where it's easy, and just share it. Let other people help you. Like I said, creating a private Facebook group and start messaging all your friends. Hey, I'm doing this group. I wanted to see whoever wanted to join, let me know. Just start slow. Use guerrilla marketing. If you don't know what that is, that's a traditional marketing. It's word of mouth marketing. Picking up the phone, emailing people, and asking them to support you is really important. Some of the other questions, am I endangering my brand by shifting and offering these offers? Because what if we are going to open soon? I don't want to discount everything. No. In fact, you're building an empire that has pillars. If you think about when the Greeks or the Romans built something, they had pillars. They had multiple pillars holding up whatever pantheon or whatever building they're doing. This is a way that you're starting to create pillars into your business, to create resilience, to create a whole profit structure where it's not just a unilateral stream. This is so important because your resilience and timelessness is key, because no longer are you going to be stuck on just a brick and mortar model. We are now going to create a whole new creative revenue stream that will create resilience for any kind of future. The next one is, maybe you have so many ideas. How do you know which product to offer? That is a great one. I love this question. So poll. You can do a Facebook poll. You can email your list with a Google poll or Google survey. You can do polls on Instagram. Just ask, hey, I was thinking about offering a DIY grooming kit, a grooming for dogs course, and how to have a workout while walking your dog live training. Which would you love? Select. So that you can get the feedback and you know how to serve your clients. It's really important for you to not think about you right now, but think about them. Do not fall in love with your product or your idea. Really want you to think about, how can you fall in love with your customer, with your customer's needs, how they can really feel that they're getting through these times too. And what if your budget's small? We're all being hit on all sides right now. Start with freemium services that you don't have to pay until you start seeing some growth in your business. Facebook group doesn't cost anything. Zoom, you get 45 minutes free. MailChimp does landing pages and emails for free. Member Vault and CourseCraft, completely free for up to 100 people. So you could sell 100 courses at $50, $100, whatever it is, and then you start paying the $19 a month, whatever it is. These are really simple solutions that do not cost. And if you don't have a website, it's time for you to get one or create on MailChimp just a landing page. Website services typically offer 14 days for free. So you can at least work on those 14 days to get everything out there and start selling, so you're not out an extra little bit right now. So I want to thank all of you ladies. This was an incredible training. I hope it really helps you to see the solutions that are coming. And I know we're going to have some fun doing a breakout room. So I'm going to learn how to make you back the, did that work, Nikki? I just gave you the remote control. Okay, I think you have, yep, that's all you. No? Okay. Okay, I'm going to, give me 1 second, you guys, while I
Okay, and now I think, Chrystal, can you still speak?
Yes.
And everybody's, okay, brilliant. Okay, so what we are gonna do now is we're gonna try something a little new that we haven't done before on this format. And actually, Chrystal, can you stop sharing your screen? Yep. There we go. And do you wanna just describe what you wanna do in the breakout rooms?
Absolutely. So what I would really love you guys to do, you ladies to do, is take a moment to work through what could your perfect offer be? What could the product be? We talked about 3 different ideas. In the breakout rooms, talk about who you are, what you do, what inventory or skills do you have, and what are ideas that came to you that were percolating while we were doing this training. Let's get some feedback, because it's really good at this time to talk to somebody else about it and see what could you be doing, and get some ideas going and help each other out right now. This is really important.
So I think there's a problem with the audio. Okay, so the other thing is, how long do we want people to go into the breakout rooms for?
That's really up to you. Would you ladies like 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
I think maybe if we do sort of 10 to 15, and then we'll come back again. But what I will also just say, because some people may not want to or not be able to stay for the breakout rooms, is that in the coming couple of weeks, we're going to stay with this theme of online, and we're going to talk about online presence and searchability next week. And then the week after, we're going to actually talk about how to get e-commerce up and running. So there's some really relevant and related webinars that will be coming in the next couple of weeks as well. And I'm just so thrilled, Chrystal, that was such an amazing presentation. Lots of wonderful ideas that I hope everybody will take into their breakout rooms pretty soon. So stand by with us as we get this going.
And I'll go around so that I can help guide and create ideas with any of you. So I'll be attempting my Zoom skills to to go and pop into breakout rooms and see what you guys are working on and any questions you have.
If anybody else has a question, just put it into the group chat right now. We've still got Chrystal's genius on tap at this moment. So now is your chance.
And I know some of you, Tara, we didn't get a chance to finish when we were in our group. So if she wants to email you any questions she has, maybe Nikki, you can, because we're in the middle of talking when we moved back.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what I will say, just some of the ahas that I think happened in our group was, like one of the women had an Airbnb. Obviously Airbnbs, what is the concern? What is the problem they have with booking Airbnb? Well, they want to know that it can be a safe stay in shelter, creating a stay in shelter kit, a mask, gloves, Sandy wipes, showing you're clean. Then using that affiliate partnership idea. Can you give them online virtual tastings or any type of thing that other chefs are doing, and maybe a coupon to a local grocery store. So when they come, they don't have to figure out a whole new idea. Some of the other ideas, there were some beautiful body workers and massage therapists and physical therapists. More than ever, your skill is needed, more than ever, because we're sitting on our rear hindies, slouched over on kitchen tables, looking at computers. So is it, just think, what can you do? Is it how to engage your core? Is it how to have a desk workout? Is it how to make sure that your shoulders don't hurt? How to, maybe they do hurt, how to get relief, right? So this is really, really important. Your skills are so needed. You don't need to invest in a lot. You have an iPhone, you can do a lot. A Facebook group and an iPhone is really all you need. Okay, somebody just, JP just chatted me. I'm working downtown Ventura business. Yeah, absolutely. I'll reach out to you, JP, with that.
Chrystal, we had a sort of theme in our group of people that are a little shy and don't necessarily like to be on camera or self-promoting. What advice would you give to them?
That is a great question. So you can also create in Canva or Google Slides. Maybe that's where your training can come. Pulling in pictures, creating a Google slide deck, or creating in Canva, which is also free. Canva allows you to create very beautiful ebooks, very beautiful, collaborative ways that you can, just simply, it's drag and drop. It is so easy. And when you do that, you could just record your voice. You could go on Zoom like we did, don't turn on your video, and record the screen, you showing your training. It doesn't have to be you. Sometimes people really feel, I don't want to be on camera. Okay. And I've seen so many quarantine looks lately. I also do business strategies for some very high-end people. And I was just yesterday on the phone with Post Malone's music manager, and she looked very interesting. I mean, her hair was just all in a bun. She looked like she hadn't showered in days. She's like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize this is my quarantine look, because I asked her to come off video. So just know people are very graceful right now. Do not worry about it. Just embrace what you're comfortable with. I don't want you to have fear, because fear is a choice. You can stop at where you're afraid of going out there, or you can also choose, you know what, I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to stay like a kid and be creative. It's okay to be nervous, but it's also okay to recognize it and move forward anyway in an easy solution. Google Slides and Canva is what I would say to that.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. Is there any other questions that anybody has? I know that we had a couple of requests definitely to be connected to people that were in the breakout rooms. Well, let's just see if the technology could do that, given that this was our first chance. If you can remember who was in your room, again, email me and I will try and figure it out. We'll piece it together. We'll try and make it work.
I think, Natalie, did you have a question?
How can we connect with Chrystal? That's okay. Do you want to?
Yes, let me, you know what, why don't I put together a link so I can do, just some really quick, like 15-minute strategy sessions for free for you guys right now. I'll go and create a Calendly link and send that to Nikki. Is that a good way for you guys to connect with me, just so you guys can have like 15 minutes and if my calendar looks full, you can email me, Nikki, and I'll try to find something out, because now I am homeschooling. Like my son right now is in the other room, literally holding sheets, trying to ask me questions as I'm talking to you. So just know that life is not perfect. I literally have, if I show you my whiteboard, it says bomb is in a meeting, food is in the fridge, be kind, do your work. Like it's just, that's my life.
Yeah, no, that actually, Chrystal, that's an amazingly generous offer. And you've already given us so much this morning. So
I'll be able to probably take like 10 people. Just let's see how it goes. If I get a lot of requests, I'll do my best to just help you guys. This is one, WEV is an amazing organization. There's nothing like it. For what you get, the value of support is just remarkable. Two, it's really important to me. Small businesses are the backbone of America. It is absolutely the most important thing that we need to focus on, creating this resilience, coming out the other side, getting more soulful and strategic at the same time. That's what we will do. That's how we're going to get over this. And we will link arms with you. This is where WEV is here. It's linking arms with you to create your success. I know that you can feel stuck or stressed. But like I said, don't look for a big transformation. Just look for baby steps. Congratulate yourself. Hey, if you got out of bed and took a shower and that was the first time you've done it in a while, great. If you got yourself, one woman's like, I finally got on QuickBooks. Awesome. Because when we right now are in these hard times, it's easy to feel like we're piling all the wrong, all the impossible on us. What you can do, even if it's a little step every day, that's your possible. That is your snowball effect of greatness. Is just, I did one thing and then I did another thing. And what it does, it actually builds confidence. We are all literally like infants right now, including our own government. We are in the most uncomfortable stage of, remember when a baby's trying to walk and they're like grabbing something and falling and bumping into things? That's how we are. But the way that a baby learns to walk is by keeping at it and never just thinking it's not enough, just saying, I got to do this. So that is the resilience I'm talking about. It's literally, and Tara, bless her heart, she's on this webinar with a baby. Like, think about that motherly love towards yourself. If you can't be your biggest fan right now, then I really encourage you to find somebody who can retune you into you being your biggest fan, because whatever you're saying in your head is the most important thing. And if what you're saying in your head, you would never want other people to hear, or other people would literally lock you up, that means it's time to do a clean out. Just what is it that you need totally in your own heart, in your own head, to be telling yourself, all of this is doable. Everything we're doing is doable. It's just you right now have to have that heart space to not convince, but be confident, because hope only can exist when belief is there. Nikki, I also would suggest for those who are interested, going to the Oprah and Deepak meditations. They're free right now, Hope in Uncertain Times. It's an app and you can go online. It's a 21-day challenge, free meditations every day, journal prompts. I mean, that is what I'm having all of my groups do, because even my own self, like my hour-long meditations, bye-bye. I can give myself 10 to 20 minutes and then that's about it. So I would really recommend finding some sort of routine that bookends your day, so that, because days are bleeding together. Like my son goes, I asked him at dinner, what is your favorite part about this? He's like, every day feels like Saturday. I'm like, I can see that, because there's no routine. So please try to bookend your day by giving yourself that grace of 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes at night, or 10 and 10, or 5 and 5. Sometimes my morning time is me in the bathroom locking the door, just saying like, mommy needs a moment. That's sometimes all you have to do.
Exactly. Okay, I'm just typing in some of the links that Chrystal mentioned, and I think I think that's a pretty hopeful place to end this morning's webinar. So I just again want to take the time to thank Chrystal for her generosity and her spirit and her passion and her creativity and her championing of all of you. As I said, we're going to be continuing this theme of really trying to explore how to build your online business. So next week, we'll be talking about local searchability, online searchability, that SEO word, search engine optimization, and what that actually means and how to crack that. And then the following week, we'll be talking about e-commerce. So really how to set up taking payments online and all of those good things. So wishing you all the best, everybody, and have a great week. Be inspired, be creative, and excited to see what's coming next for you all. So take care.
Bye.
All right. So can you hear me? I think people can hear. We've still got quite a few people on, and I'm just going to make sure that is Chrystal still on? There she is. And I'm just going to unmute her. Hey, Chrystal.
Hi, everybody. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to go to more breakout rooms. I think the workbook is going to be very powerful and helpful. And Nikki, if people send questions or need more assistance, just go ahead and reach out to me. So however I can serve each and every one of you, just keep thinking, like we were in our group, if, you know, what else could you be doing? When one of the women in my group said, well, I do formal wear. How do I teach people formal well? What about the formal wear do they really want? They want fun, they want confidence, they feel like they're going out. So can you create online Zoom parties to feel like it's a prom? Can you show them how to feel formal even by looking at what they have in their closet? Meanwhile, creating a guide on how to buy a perfect gown over the next month might take you a month to create, but I guarantee you somebody will buy that from you in the future. So don't just get stuck in today. Think about what can you do quickly now in today's times, be relevant, but then also create something that you know is going to be something that your clients maybe have always wanted from you. You've just never had the time or the bandwidth to do. Does anybody have any like really quick questions that I can answer that maybe the training was unclear or anything else?
There's a question, is there a way to get the information of who was on this webinar? Christine, I think why don't you email me? Maybe you're specifically wanting to connect with some of the people that were in your breakout room, and I'm happy to share that information with you because I think you were kind of all in there together. But just for privacy, I don't want to just mass distribute everybody's emails because they may not be comfortable with that. But yeah, Christine, please feel free to reach out. And if